guys, so today I am bringing for the first time my university video. I just feel like it's the right time to start filming university videos because I started mine on the 18th of September, which was on Monday, exactly. So after a whole week, today for me is Thursday, so for you is Friday, but for me this week was very, like, how can I explain it? It was a lot of things to assimilate. First of all, I just feel like I should share with you how my first day at uni went, because it was I was so nervous. First time yet, when I stepped into my university, I was like, I'm gonna shit myself. I didn't know anyone. Only just a guy that I met on my interview. He was with me. We both got the places, so that's cool. So yeah, that was him. I only knew him. So I was quite nervous because obviously I'm not staying in halls. I don't live in halls. I'm staying in my own flat because I live quite near a university, so I just felt like it's gonna be a waste of money. So I thought, okay, I might just stay at home and save my money because I'm not going to be working initially, and then we will see how it goes, because obviously when you live in halls it's completely different. You get to know more people first of all, and at night, or even, yeah, mostly at night, people come to your flat and they only like party, or I don't know, I'll say party, in the kitchen from various flats, not just your own flat, because on my university you've got various flats, and inside each flat you've got 6 rooms and then a kitchen for everyone, and then obviously in each room you've got a toilet and everything. So you never share like a whole house, you share just the kitchen and the hallway, basically, that's it. They all gather maybe in dinner time or lunchtime. I don't know how it goes because I don't live there, but I know at night some like to party, and oh, just come to flat 20 for example, because that was my first party. And yeah, people just get to know each other, because obviously the first week is the most important week in a university. It's the week that you're gonna meet new people. It's gonna be loads of people, you're gonna learn so much, and obviously there's loads of new freshers and loads of freshers parties, and I don't know, there's so much going on that you feel like if you're alone, how the hell am I gonna survive this? So I was like that. First day, I got off the bus, I stepped into my uni, and I was like, as I said, I'm gonna shit myself. I don't know anyone, I just know one person. So I was alone, and then we went to the auditorium. We met with all the TV people in the auditorium, and I just sat down in the middle of 2 people that I didn't know. Who cares? Like right in the middle, just squeeze through, let me pass. No, I didn't do that. Then we stayed there for like an hour just to welcome everyone and blah blah blah. And then at the end of the welcoming thing, we were divided in 3 groups, because there was a film group, there was an illustrator graphic designer group, I think, and a television production group. It was quite a lot of people in the auditorium, but then we were divided in those 3 groups, and then we came outside for like 20 minutes, half an hour break. And then this guy from my interview just calls me and then says, oh hi Anna, and then yeah, we just started talking. He might be watching, by the way, so hi. And then yeah, we just started talking about how it was, and what you're gonna do after, and what you think, blah blah blah. And then we started talking about, it was just the 2 of us, so maybe the other 2 girls didn't got the place. And suddenly this girl, out of nowhere, out of the blue, which you might be watching as well, so hello to you, she just shows up and, oh hi guys, are you from television production? And we both looked at her and we're like, yeah. Oh, Kai, cool, me too. And then we were like, oh, okay. And then we just started talking about random things. Even Game of Thrones showed up as well in the conversation. But yeah, we were together for the rest of the day. We went to the enrollment session as well. We got our IDs. And then they just went back to their flats basically. And I went back home. At night was the first time I went to a party. University party. Don't get me wrong. There was so many people on the flat. I was like... My boyfriend dropped me there. And I was thinking like... Okay, I'm going there. How many people are gonna be there? I don't know anyone. What if they don't think I'm nice? What if they just think I'm weird? Or I don't know. I was literally thinking about everything. I was shitting myself. I get this thoughts because I don't know. I think too much. I overthink because obviously when you don't know anyone and you just started uni, you want to make friends. You don't want to stay by yourself. You want to make friends. So you have to hang out with them. You have to just party with them and get to know each other and choose the people you want to be with basically. But the only thing you don't want to do is overthink, because I think that's when you ruin everything. You just have to stay calm and be yourself, because the friends you're gonna make, some of them you're not gonna be friends forever. Some of them you're just gonna talk to them in like a week and then that's it. Some of them is just on that night. So you need to be yourself, and the ones that stick with you until the end of your graduation or even afterwards is the ones that really like stay true to yourself. Is the ones that really like you, like the way you are. So you just have to be yourself and don't overthink. But that's not what I did. She was downstairs waiting for me because I didn't know where the flat was because I don't live there. And then we went to her flat and there was like a lot of people. A lot. And I said hi to everyone. And then I introduced myself to some people, not to all of them, because some of them just were like on their group. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna disturb you. Then what happened? Yeah, we start talking to each other, we start swapping Snapchats, Instagrams. I told them about my YouTube channel. Oh, little cheeky. I got some new subscribers, which I hope you're watching by the way. And what else? Oh, we start drinking. University, guys. University. There was music, there was drinks, and people just didn't stop turning up. It was like getting like really packed. People just kept coming in, and we were like, okay. After, I want to say 1 hour maybe, we all went to the bar, which was the aim of the meet-up, because that was just pre-drinks. So then we went to the Monday Madness, and we had to stay under the rain for half an hour because there was a massive queue. I think we left the flat at like 10 past 10 or 20 past 10, something like that. And it was raining, it was cold, and I left my jacket in her flat alongside with my bag. What you don't want to do is forget your ID. We were in the queue, everything. Oh no, we were not in the queue by that time. We were just at the forum. And I asked, I don't know why I asked people, do we need our ID? Oh no, you don't need your ID. And some people said, oh, you do need your ID, just a normal ID. And I was like, okay, I don't have my ID. I don't have my bag at all. So I had to go back with her, remind her it was raining and cold. So we went back to the flat again to get my ID, just the ID, and I kept my phone with me all the time. And then we went back, raining and cold again, and then we had to queue up, raining and cold again. So we stayed in the queue for like half an hour. It was so many people, oh my god. Finally we were inside. Amazing. It was very good. There was a DJ as well. There was a lot of people dancing on the dance floor. There was people sitting down drinking. There was people on the bar. A lot of people on the bar. I didn't drink when I was in that bar. I just drank when we were at the flat. Because I don't like to get drunk too often. If I do, it's just a little bit so I can remember everything on the next day. And plus, I know it's university and you're gonna have to party every day, but no, I don't party every day. It's not the thing I like to do the most, basically. Yeah. We kind of split, but we were always meeting up, like during the night. So we always like talking to each other anyway. Talking, I say talking, screaming, because you can't talk when you're in a club. And then we all danced and everything during the night, and this is the most embarrassing part. I don't know if it's just me, but at midnight, Anna leaves the club and goes home. Wait, don't judge me just yet, okay? People didn't stop coming in. When I left, there was still a massive queue outside, and the security guys did not allow those people to come in because it was so packed in such a restricted place. So they stayed outside for, it was still raining and cold. And they stayed there, and I was like, it's too much, it's getting too much. I think from 12 to 1 o'clock is when people start getting drunk, and when everything kind of loses their control a little bit, and when there's a lot of people, because people obviously they start going at that time, but the party started at 10, I think. I'm not too sure. But I just feel like when that time is coming, it's time for me to go home, because it's when it gets too much and I get a little bit overwhelmed. So I felt a little bit anxious. I tried to control it, and I went outside because there was like you could go outside just to get some fresh air. But even though when I went outside, it was packed, and when I say packed, it was really packed, and it was raining, I don't know. So there was a lot of things going on. It was raining, it was packed inside, it was packed outside. There was a massive queue outside still. People starting to get drunk. People are a bit losing their control a little bit. So I was like, okay, I might go just outside just to get some fresh air, to calm myself down, and then I'll go back in. Wrong. Went outside. I was like, no, this is packed. I can't even stand here just to get some fresh air. And then I found my friend. I said, what time are you planning to leave? And she didn't want to leave at all. She had just bought a drink. So I said, okay, because I want to go home. I just text my boyfriend to come and pick me up because I'm feeling a little bit anxious and it's getting too much. And there's a lot of people, so I might just go home, but I need to get my stuff. And she said, yeah, let's go. So we talked to the security guys and we said, we need to leave because I'm going home, but she's coming back. And he said, no, you can't come back. Whenever you go out, you cannot come back. And I was feeling shit because I was ruining her night. So I was like, no, this is not starting very well. Anyway, we start talking to the security guys, but it's just, I can't go by myself because it's obviously it's a flat, and even though I'm gonna have the keys, I have to give it back. And I don't want to leave at the reception like they were saying. I don't want to do that, but because if they lose the keys, it's gonna be on me. So I didn't want that. So they said after like a good 5 minutes, please, it's just that and that. They said, okay, no more argument. There's no point of arguing. Just go, and then I'll tell them you can come back in. I was feeling so shit. I was feeling so bad that I was ruining her night, really. I said, are you okay? Are you upset? And she was like, no, I'm not upset. I didn't know that it was that serious, because early on I told her that I have anxiety. I felt a little bit like she's not gonna talk to me again. She will never want to go out with me again. And she said, no, it's just, if I knew it was that serious, you would have taken your bag and your jacket. And I was feeling like, she's upset. I'm not doing this right. And again, I started overthinking. And guys, don't do that. That's gonna make things way worse. So I kept on talking to her. I kept on asking if she was okay, if she was upset. I didn't want to ruin the night. I was trying to explain how I felt. And at the end, she even said, I think I might just stay in. I was like, no, don't do that. Because if you do that, I'll feel even way worse. And she was like, no, it's just a long way to go back and just go in front of everyone and tell them what happened so they'll allow me in, and then they will say, why is she getting in and I'm not? She said, no, it was getting boring anyway. It was just, we just kept on going to the toilet and in and out, and it's getting too much, like it's getting too packed anyway. So I might just stay in. I was like, okay, oh my god, I'm doing this, it's my fault, shouldn't have done that, should have taken my bag, and then simply I'm going home, bye, see you tomorrow guys. Didn't do that. She assured me she was not upset and everything was fine. She hugged me and she said she's glad that I told her how I felt and the anxiety I have, because that means I trust her, and then she will obviously know what's going on. Like, I wouldn't be able to explain to her on the night that I'm feeling anxious, I need to go home. It's good that I told her earlier on that I have anxiety, but I don't like to tell everyone that I feel anxious with things, that I have anxiety and sometimes panic attacks. But I don't know why I felt it was right. I don't know, I trusted her from the beginning. I trusted her, and I told her that I've got anxiety because we were talking about trains and I don't take trains. And then she was asking why, and then I explained to her. And I don't know why I felt like I could trust her, so I just said, you know, I'm just gonna say it and explain. And she understood, but she didn't know it was that serious only after that night. But everything was fine at the end. We talked and she understood and she hugged me and she said she was glad to meet me and she was glad that I told her these things. I think that I was feeling worse because I was scared of what she could think of me, or like don't want to go out with me anymore and things like that. Like, you start thinking and you start panicking inside. You are allowed to pick your friends. So if you feel like you can trust your friends, just say how you feel, because if you don't say how you feel, if you don't explain what you're feeling at the moment, if you don't talk to them, they won't understand. Be honest from the beginning. I'm not saying tell your story life to all of them, but if you feel like you can trust your friend that you've just met, obviously it takes time to trust someone 100%, but I think it was a click from the beginning with this girl. So yeah, that was my freshest night, my first day at uni. It went well. I think it went very well because I got to meet so many people, so many nice people. Being a fresher is not easy because there's loads of people that know loads of people and you're the only one there like, yep, hi. Don't be afraid, like, don't be afraid of making new friends. I know for some people that sounds terrifying. It's a little bit terrifying for me as well, but I made new friends. Making new friends is hard. It's very hard. You have to step out of your comfort zone and start making new friends, because that's where your connections will come from. One tip and one advice when you start uni is don't overthink. Please, just be calm and everything will be fine. I think like the best part of uni is really to get to meet new people and start creating memories and connections, because that's where everything starts. Be friendly and be yourself, basically. Who goes home at midnight on your freshest night? No one. No one. Me. So I hope you like this more like casual, chatty videos. I hope you have enjoyed my video, and if you did, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos of me. I would love to know your first experiences at uni if you just started university. So leave in a comment below your first experience, how your first experience at uni went. I'm very happy to know them, and yeah, I'll see you again on my next video. Bye!